So far, we've been classifying life into 5 kingdoms. There's the plants, the fungi, the animals, protists, and the bacteria. But even before scientists started using this 5 kingdom classification, they knew that the Monera were actually the odd one out of that group. And that's because the Monera have a really different type of cell compared to all the other 4 kingdoms. And the Monera, we put them in a group called Prokaryotes. We say that they're prokaryotic. And all the other 4 kingdoms, they have a type of cell that's called a eukaryotic cell. So we call them the eukaryotes. And the eukaryote cells, they look just like the cells we've been learning about so far. So they have a nucleus, and they have all the organelles we've been learning, like mitochondria, and chloroplasts, vesicles, and the Golgi apparatus. So we're pretty familiar with eukaryotic cells already, but prokaryotic cells are a lot more simple. So remember, the prokaryotes are the bacteria. And scientists, when they were discovering the difference between these types of cells, they realized prokaryotes, they all have a cell wall, but they don't have many other organelles in their cell. They're a lot more simple. They realized that prokaryotes do have ribosomes to make all the proteins needed, but they don't have a nucleus. All the DNA is just all scrunched together like a bowl of spaghetti in the middle of the cell, and it's not actually enclosed in a nucleus. And that region is called the nucleoid. The nucleoid, that's where the DNA is kept. And on top of that, some of the prokaryotes have cilia, and some have flagella. And for these small single-cell organisms, the cilia or the flagella help them to move around through their habitat. But not all of them have it. So we can see there are really only 3 main organelles that prokaryotes have. They do still have a cell membrane inside the cell wall. So aside from these 4 main organelles, that's as complicated as prokaryotes get. So they really are the odd group out compared to all the other 4 kingdoms of the eukaryotes.